The other day when we went to Disneyland, we're driving down the freeway, and there was a man with an electric razor shaving his face as he was driving down the I-5.
I remember that. Yeah. That was so weird.
Scariest thing to see while you're driving is someone obviously distracted.
I thought he was like eating, and then like he was just shaving.
Yeah, eating an electric shaver. Yeah.
That's pretty crazy. You got to get that quick shave in while you're going. Where was he going though? Because we were like on the Grapevine.
Yeah.
So like, what was he late? Like, was he? I don't think he was late, and that like he needed to shave at that time. I think he just needed. He was just bored, and he just wanted to shave, and he's like, "Well, this sucks, so I'm just gonna shave."
Why would you, out of boredom, shave your face?
Sometimes you just do that. Sometimes you're just like, I'm bored and I want something to do.
Driving down the freeway?
So personally, no, I would not do that. But I could see how somebody else could do that.
I could understand if he was like a trucker, but he was not.
He's just a guy.
He was just a guy.
Yeah, it was pretty weird. That was pretty strange.
Like I've seen people eat while they're driving.
Mm-hmm. I've done that. It's kind of scary.
Yeah.
But like, well, if it's like a burrito, easy. If it's like
no.
Well, no, you could do a sandwich because you just hold it. But if it's like you have a fork,
what?
Pancakes? No.
If you just driving around,
McDonald's
you got some
breakfast?
pancakes. Yeah.
No.
I've become a better driver because of you, though.
Yeah.
I really appreciate your consistent anxiety in the car.
I have really bad car anxiety.
Yeah. So, but it's helped me become a better driver, which is great.
Yeah.
You know, it's really nice. I noticed that you do better when you're in the back seat.
Yeah.
Do you want to, like, how does that work?
I don't know. We realized that.
Is it because he like can't see as much, or is it? Yeah. Okay. All right.
I think so.
Yeah.
But if I'm in the front seat, I am terrible. I apologize for how I act when we're in the car.
My mom also has really bad car anxiety, but she didn't until she got into an accident. And I was wondering if you were the same way, but you were like, no, never.
I mean, you've
been in like one.
I was in one accident when I was a kid, and I don't know if it was that. Like I was probably 8 when it happened, and it was pretty scary, but like no one got hurt.
Mm-hmm. Weird. What if like something happened when you're a baby and it like internalized and stayed forever? I think
honestly it was the Final Destination movies.
The Final Destination movies?
Yeah.
Wow.
Like a mixture of that and just seeing car accidents a lot as a kid, I guess. Because they're, I don't know, pretty common.
Where the logs like bounce and fly.
Yeah.
You know that's like completely unrealistic. Like logs don't bounce like that.
Yeah.
They would just go thud.
Yeah. I don't care.
You don't care?
I don't care.
If a log starts flying out the car,
yeah,
you're just like, I'll just end it all.
What's worse is pipes. Like, yeah, seeing those when we're going. There's another movie, I can't remember what it's called, but that's how like this lady's husband and daughter die in a movie.
Did you watch them as like a kid?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think I watched scary movies too early, and that's why I'm afraid of a lot of stuff.
That's why you're not afraid of them now. Do you know what's weird? Emma was the same way.
Really?
That's what it is. You show horror movies to kids when they were younger. Because we used to watch like TV shows when I was like a little bit older, me and Maddie, and they were like kind of scary, but Emma was never scared of them.
Yeah.
But maybe she really was, and that's why she's anxious now.
Also, like anxiety is just like pretty common in my family. Like,
oh yeah.
My aunt and I talk about it a lot because my aunt has really bad anxiety and is now luckily medicated and has it under control, which I'm also trying to do.
Got that dank healthcare.
Got that dank healthcare. Thanks to you, sir. Yeah. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah, I don't need to thank you. It's my money too. But yeah, I'm working on it.
I just want to go back on what I was saying a little bit earlier, which is what I was talking about diagnosing people with anxiety. Once again, we are on straight white guy has a podcast and tries to be smarter than everybody else. Yeah. I don't know shit, guys. I'm just shooting in the dark here. I'm not trying to claim that I know anything.
You've had undiagnosed ADHD for 24 years, and last year you went, hey, I think I have ADHD and it's a problem.
It only became a problem. I don't know if it became a problem because I started noticing it or because I actually have had a difficulty with it for my whole life. And then maybe if I can get medicated, I would feel a lot better.
Yeah, I think it was like pointed out to you and then you started to realize it.
And I just want to point out, it was not pointed out to me via like all these freaking TikTok therapists who are like, do you wake up in the morning? You might have ADHD.
Do you forget that you have vegetables in your fridge?
You have ADHD. Yeah. Do you sometimes not know what you want to eat? You have ADHD. No, I've done research about it for a long time. And I like fast couple of years, I've kind of like thought about it and known about it. Also, my little brother has diagnosed ADHD,
Yeah.
and we don't have similarities, but we do have some similarities. And I've noticed that. And I have friends who have ADHD. I've talked to them about it, and I'm like 90% sure, which is kind of funny because I think somebody in like the Discord, I don't know when I said this. Was it on? I think we talked about it last podcast episode.
I think
we did talk about this last time. And somebody put in the Discord, they were just like, wait, Jacob has ADHD? And somebody was like, everybody's got ADHD nowadays. And I was like, yeah, well, I don't know. Yeah. We'll find out, I guess. Like, I want to actually go to a professional and find out. Which sucks, if I do have ADHD, ADD, or I'm just like that.
Yeah. It's really funny because like you say it all the time, like everyone in my family has ADHD. And you guys are just so chaotic, and I don't know how you.
For sure, my mom does.
Yeah.
For sure, my mom does, because my mom has had these symptoms since like I was a kid. I was like, oh, mom's just like that, and I was like, oh no, she has fucking ADD or ADHD.
And then like your dad a little bit has like some like I don't really want to call them symptoms. What are they called?
What if my dad just was around my mom so much
that she acts like that?
No. What if it just went to my dad too, and he's just like, this is how a person acts.
That's why he acts like that.
Like this is a tiny one, and I know this doesn't mean anything. I'm not trying to be fucking professional and Jacob Buds MD over here, but like I know one that is pretty big is like my mom and I both have this thing where like if we're reading or if we're on our phone or if we're distracted by something else, it's not like we can't like, oh, we're kind of listening or we can't hear. It's like all senses are blocked. He cannot hear you. And it's been a major frustration with like my family and my friends that like, as soon as I'm doing this, we do this on the podcast. Yeah. I'll be fucking reading questions. I'm not hearing what you're saying, but and it'll be like, hey, Jacob. And I'm like, I legitimately didn't hear you. So,
it's fun because I like work with your mom professionally and like, I'll be like, all right, I did this, this, and this. And she's like on her computer. I'm like, Lori? And she's like, oh, I didn't know you were there.
What if I'm the same way and maybe my mom just raised me and I thought that that's how I was just supposed to be? So I don't have ADHD, but I was raised with it. So then I thought that that's how a person was supposed to act. And now I have it.
No,
I don't think that's how that works. Well, you guys sent us some mail, which is pretty cool. I so badly want to do the Gus and Eddie meow, but I'm not going to because this isn't the Gus and Eddie podcast, even though it's virtually identical.
And we love them boys.
And yeah, exactly. But we did get a couple pieces of mail and we were going to open them, but we decided to wait and open them now. So that's what we're going to do right now.
Oh, we're doing that now?
Yes.
Oh.
Is it okay?
Yeah.
Okay, we're doing it. Okay. We're doing it right now. That's a letter.
I think this is a wedding invitation.
Oh, by the way, if never mind.
If this is personal, it will be edited out.
Yeah. But maybe it won't.
Also, where would they find a P.O Box?
If they in the description.
If you check out the description, you can send us stuff and we'll open it like we're opening this right now. If Jacob doesn't put it in the description, can one of you Discord people at me or Jacob? Because sometimes we forget. Do it. Okay, gosh. Jeez.
I really want.
You think it's a wedding invitation?
I think that it's a wedding invitation. It looks very. Oh, Jacob and Sponky.
Wow.
It does not say Sponky.
Is it two envelopes, graduation, or wedding invitation?
Why do you need two envelopes?
Oh, that's just what they send you. I don't know.
This is a wedding invitation.
We've been you invited us to your wedding? Well, congratulations that you're getting married.
I think this might be for a wedding reception. I don't think we're
Lionel and Katie. Aw, you guys are so sweet.
Oh, and then an RSVP on their website.
Do
you want to go to a wedding in September?
It's in September. Oh wow, really? You guys are getting married around the time we got married. That's crazy. Similar. This one says October.
RSVP by September.
Well, thanks, guys. It's in California, so we could totally go.
Yeah, let's go to this.
So maybe we will. Maybe we'll pop in.
Oh, they did get married.
We'll be like Batman at the end of Batman when he's sitting across the table. We'll just be in the back. We'll just be like this, and you'll be like, "Did they come?" And then you will be married, and you'll never see us again.
Whoa. And then there's.
And you'll be there.
Yeah,
and I'll see you. Some kids and Catwoman.
Sorry.
Hey, what was that whole thing with Batman eating Catwoman's pussy?
Do you really want to know?
Am I wrong? Is that what happened?
Heroes don't do that, Jacob.
No, that's exactly what
Heroes
happened.
don't, heroes don't eat pussy.
Did this happen for
Yes.
real?
Yes. And then DC had to come out and say that that's not
On
heroes
what?
do.
A movie?
In the Harley Quinn TV show, there was
Yeah.
going to be a scene where
The one with the cancer ray?
Yeah,
Yes.
where Batman was eating out Catwoman, and they asked them to edit it out of the show.
Come on.
And I believe
he totally would, though.
Well, yeah, exactly. I think someone then said, because they were like, why?
Yeah, well, heroes.
Which
don't
is
do
like
it.
the greatest response ever. You're like, no, why? And you're like, and then the response was something along the line, very close to it, of that's not what heroes do.
Yeah.
And then they got backlash for it. And
That's not what heroes do. Y'all. That's 100% what heroes do.
This isn't a pill bottle.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Okay, so it could be a mini.
Yeah, I'm saying
What
that.
if we just open it and just we just die live on the
You wanna open
What
those?
is this is the most suspicious
There's a letter,
fucking
though.
thing,
I like
guys.
that. Well, wait, hang on. Read the letter first. It might be like, I have your family. Come to this address with $2.
I think it is a mini. Or it could just be our death.
I found a model of the Fireball Wizard on Thingiverse. So I printed it out and applied a primer coat. It was printed on AnyCube Mono 3D resin printer.
Open this.
I think it would be hilarious for y'all to run a goofy one shot with him as a PC, but not necessarily fun.
I'm sorry.
Oh,
it is 100% a mini. But
Yeah.
guys, do not send shit in a pill bottle. This is the most sus ass thing.
The letter does say that it is a mini. It's a model of the wizard.
And it's in foam. Okay, so that's why it looks that way. I thought
You could lie.
I thought it was
It could
spray
lie.
painted
It's-
that way.
Just
Luckily,
two
it's got
Zoloft
foam in
pop
it.
out.
thank you, Joe.
Joe, golly. Sorry, I was just so scared to open this. I didn't hear the letter.
And in one mail thing, we've gotten both coasts. Yeah, both the people are on.
Oh, this is so cool.
Yeah, this is from.
It even has my gut.
Oh,
Oh my god, this is like high quality.
very nice. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, this is cool. It is the wizard. I like that he's in a bathrobe. Even though I am not wearing a bathrobe, I think it's fitting that he's wearing a bathrobe. That is great. That is so cool. Thanks so much. Appreciate it.
We'll make sure we put pictures of it in the Discord.
Yes.
Yeah,
Very
for
neat.
sure.
Oh, he also has like little slippers on his feet.
Little flippies.
Little slippies.
This is awesome. I'm gonna have to put this in game at some
Yeah.
point. He's gonna go right there. All right, guys. If you want to send us stuff, the P.O Box is in the description. So
Yeah.
send us some stuff. Oh, have you been enjoying? So let's jump into some questions. Questions. Oh, you're not Spencer Worst anymore. You're Spencer Worst without an underscore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm Spencer Worst now.
But not, that
What
means now
happened to
all
the
the
other
previous
person?
ats towards your at are no longer there now. So
What happened? Did you kill the other person?
Oh, I
at
killed
it?
the underscore. Oh, yeah. It was really weird, actually, because when I made Twitter, I made it as Spencer
You made
Worst.
Twitter?
you
Yeah,
made,
when I made
holy
Twitter.
shit.
Yeah.
I didn't know you made Twitter.
I
Damn.
did.
Holy
actually.
fuck.
Bucks.
Yeah, where do you think all this
right.
money's coming from?
Why didn't you ban Trump sooner?
You know, there was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
on.
What the hell, dude?
Sorry.
Can you give Gus Johnson? He's currently Gus Buckets, and he needs his at back,
Well,
which
you
is
see,
Gus
I sold
Johnson.
the company a while ago to some jackass who he won't.
Who'd
give,
you sell it to?
He won't give that verification to Eddie Burback, and I
Oh
can't do
yeah,
anything about
okay,
it.
all right.
Yeah,
I
when I
thought that
made
was
my
you too.
Twitter, I made it. I wanted it to be Spencer Worst, but someone had already taken it, and I was like, "What the fuck? That's such a rare name."
Yeah.
And then I just put underscore, and then I was like, "Oh, let's see what's going on," and I got it.
Oh, they died.
So they died,
Good.
killed him.
Yeah. You best not act up.
So we were going to do the podcast yesterday, and then we couldn't do it. So then we decided to do it today, and then we had to delay it by 4 hours. So now we're doing it kind of late. So we're reading these questions the day after. So to all of you who get your questions in, this one was 4 hours ago. So lucky you that we're going to read it. Maybe I should read it first. No, I'm just going in blind. At Noxious Bones asks, have you ever invited someone to play a game and they declined solely because you were in a solely because you were in a relationship with a player IRL? Follow up, what are some good ways? Okay, hang on. Let's tackle that first part. Have you ever invited someone to play a game and they declined solely because you're in a relationship with a player?
No.
What?
I actually think this is a really good question.
Really?
Yeah.
Are you like, wait, why do you think it's a good question? That first part?
No, I mean, the whole thing is real cool because it's definitely thought provoking.
Oh, sorry. I'm just going to deal with should I read the rest of it?
No. You can go ahead and tackle first.
First of all, I think that's weird. I think that you should just, who cares? Unless somebody's kind of had a problem with it. I don't think that, maybe that's what the rest of the question is.
No, we've had people not come to games, not because we're in a relationship, but because people have been in relationships with each other and then they ended bad and then they didn't want to play the game anymore.
If you're a teenager right now and you're like, I love my friend group and there's somebody in that friend group that I want to date, don't fucking do it. You will ruin everything.
It's not worth it.
It's not worth it because you're already friends. It's weird.
This is exactly what I thought was going to happen. This conversation.
Yeah.
Yes.
This is why I said that this is good.
So, not only does it destroy the friend group, but then it makes you two are like, sure, maybe you go on to have a really good relationship in the future. I've never seen it happen. I have never seen two dudes or two people who are in a friend group date and then it go well. It is the only relationships I've ever seen go really well are a random person over here in this corner who is unrelated to the rest of my life. Always works out. So also, I'm not Jacob Love Master either, but just saying, I don't recommend dating within your friend group. It's a dumb idea. But anyways, follow up. What are some good ways to be forthcoming and realistic about relationship and favorism so that they never have an impact on the game? Thanks. We've had the opposite happen. We've had people just be like, I'm not going to play because this person is in your game. And I don't really they're not like, I hate you. They're just like, it'd be kind of weird if I was in the game. So I'm not going to be in the game. But I've never had the opposite happen where like two people are in a relationship and that changes the game because I've just never experienced it before. I don't think we've ever really had a problem with that. If anything, I'm the opposite. I'm more on you about certain things because it's like, you should know that. So, than with other people, but like, I don't know. I just don't think I have enough experience in that to like give actual advice.
It's really interesting because I know that like my table has like Justin and Dory who are married, and it's interesting to see because I just don't know how many people, because I think we're in a very lucky situation where how many people have spouses that play with them. Like Lacey won't play in a game with me because she feels like intimidated as me as the DM.
Oh, okay.
But she'll play with me as characters. And then Justin and Dory play together perfectly, but she won't play in his game.
Interesting.
So I was like, I want to be kind of a weird take because there's a lot of different.
It just depends on the relationship there, really, because I mean, we don't feel that way. I won't play in her games though, and that's not because I'm intimidated; it's because she's intimidated by me playing. Yeah. So and that's fine. I don't mind. I don't want to make it worse for you. Plus, I don't need to play in every goddamn D&D game to ever exist.
You play in a game that interlaps with my game.
Yeah.
By like 2 hours.
But it has nothing to do with like favoritism. I've never had favoritism in a game. Like I've never seen it. And it maybe I'm just blind to it and it has existed and I just never noticed. Yeah. And it's never been a problem.
I mean, I get first dibs on all of your games, but that's mostly because I live with you.
Yeah, but I mean nobody goes in the game being like, okay, Spencer's gonna get her way the whole time because you married the dungeon master.
If anything, I always found out it was the opposite.
Yeah.
Like people are more willing to kind of take that sidestep.
Exactly.
Because they're like, you're my person. You're going to take care of me in some way, but I have the ability to go, well, I'll let you favorite this person this time.
Oh, yeah. I'm the same way. I've experienced more of the opposite where like somebody doesn't like a certain person and they either intentionally don't listen to them or they intentionally disrespect them or they intentionally like are kind of mean to them. I've had that but I've experienced that over somebody being too forgiving to somebody else. I don't know, kind of weird. And I think that the biggest advice that anybody could give you is have some communication, just you gotta be open about it. If it's a problem, you gotta talk about it. It's uncomfortable, but sometimes
it's gotta get done.
It's gotta get done.
Can I just say something about? I ran my Curse of Strahd game today, and Emma's boyfriend joined the game.
Yes.
And he made a Azamar wizard. His first ever D&D game or character. And he came into the game. We were like introducing each other, and he goes over to Emma's character, who is a drow rogue. And she's like a pirate and she drinks all the time. And he's like, You smell like piss.
See, this is also why I thought this conversation would also go.
Yeah.
Do you know what's weird?
Because there's not favoritism. Me and my wife will fight.
Yeah.
In D&D.
Isn't that strange? Our characters have never like romanced each other.
No.
Yeah,
Why is that? Why is that?
Same.
You play Jace all the time, and I'm disgusted by him.
Well, I guess the only game we're really playing right now is I know we kind of did in his game.
Yeah, Blythe loved.
Blythe and Jace but we were friends.
Yeah.
We weren't like
we
weren't like two bros sitting in a hot tub.
No.
1 foot apart because they're gay.
Yeah.
You know, we were just buddies.
Yeah.
But like we've never been like we've never romanced each other.
Yeah, no. Benji tried his hardest.
But that was my game. That I didn't play in my own game.
My PC wanted to romance.
That's
NPC
happened
Jace.
multiple times of you trying to romance an NPC.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've had that before, but never player to player. That's so weird.
Yeah.
That's so weird.
I mean, in the one game that we play together right now, I play a child.
Yeah.
So
the weirdest thing I ever did was when we played Curse of Strahd and I ran it for Emma, and Emma tried to romance the barkeeper that I was playing, and I was like, I don't want to do this.
Yeah. It's funny. Emma has not tried to romance anyone, but they have tried to frame a bartender for murder.
Nice. At Hit the Quinn asks, if your 3 favorite characters of yours were just normal people IRL, what would their jobs be? Hobbies? What D&D characters would they make? Damon would be a computer programmer, and he would be really into fitness. And he would just be like a fitness guru. And he'd be like one of those like millennials that's kind of not like out of touch, but like doesn't always get the memes half the time and is laughing at the old memes still and thinks that those are funny. And he would he would probably be really into cars. I think Damon would be super into cars. Like he would be like a dude that's like I'm in love with my car. And his car's name would be like Pythias or something, you know? Like
in love with his car? Or like
Damon's favorite movies would be Fast and Furious.
Oh, okay.
And like Damon would love dumb movies because he doesn't want, every time a movie's smart, he thinks about it too much and he doesn't like it. He wants a movie that like just is really stupid.
Right.
So yeah, that's the kind of person he would be. But then he would be really good at computer programming, and then like that's it.
I think Farron would technically still be in high school, so he wouldn't have a job. Probably be like maybe a barista or something and hate his life.
Really put into perspective why we're always like, you are a child.
Yeah.
Because
I'm never mad. It's Farron who's mad.
Wow.
I don't know. Yeah. I'd probably have like a weird summer job. Maybe works at like a movie theater.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing that's fun. It's like you gotta scrub popcorn butter off of seats and stuff. I don't know about hobbies though.
I feel like Farron wouldn't have a job.
Really?
I feel like his parents would give him all his money.
Yeah,
like
but also I feel like his
rich
parents
kid.
would be like, you need to learn how money works.
All right, fair enough. Yeah.
You're not a kid anymore.
Fair enough. Would Philip be a cop? A disgraced cop?
Ooh. No.
No? Are you just saying that because you don't like police officers?
Yes.
Or are you saying what would Philip be then?
I don't know.
Maybe like an attorney?
An attorney?
He would have to work for the government and then doesn't work for the government anymore because he murdered someone.
Can he be Daredevil?
Oh,
Daredevil is a lawyer.
Yeah, he's like a lawyer.
Yeah.
But I
Also
mean, he wouldn't be a
inspiration.
lawyer anymore.
Yeah, no.
Right?
No.
Okay. What would Marcia be?
Criminal.
Okay. It's the fucking
Prison.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
What would Tiff be?
Probably like one of those like TikTok fitness and influencers.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
You're the hip version of Damon.
Yeah, I think like Baron's probably at one of those like rallies, causing up some shit, trying to fix some things he probably shouldn't be there and too old to do.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure Lazarus would just be a serial killer.
Oh yeah.
So probably like a milkman or like a mailman.
Oh, but evil.
But then of course like a
Yeah.
job that's flexible enough that always has an alibi, but then
Yeah, I
enough
was
to get
still
away
doing
and
milk
probably
over
kill
here.
probably kill somebody.
Wasn't me.
funny.
A job that can case like homes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, come here every day.
Jace would be like a stand-up comedian.
He wouldn't be a country superstar. Jason Aldean?
No, he would not. Jace would hate country music, actually.
Really?
No, he probably wouldn't.
He wouldn't.
He'd probably like it.
He'd like it a little bit.
Do I have any? I don't have any other characters.
Vincent would be like a professor.
Oh, Damon's also a teacher.
Yeah.
So he would just be a teacher, but he would be a college professor.
Yeah.
So he has a lot of free time. Cool.
Yeah.
That was a fun question. I like that. That was a good time. At Two Gnomes in a Trench Coat. Two Gnomes, you know what? I just want to say we've called you Weather Boy a lot, and I just want to apologize that we've been calling you Weather Boy all this time. You know,
that's sweet.
I think it was a little mean. I think it was a little mean. Okay,
Oh, really?
I think we don't have to be so mean to everybody all the time. So you know what, Two Gnomes, I apologize on the behalf of Spencer. And then Two Gnomes.
I retract that apology for Jacob. Yep.
Well, it was on you, so it doesn't count because it was on you. So,
I'm kidding.
But he asked, "Is this the end of the podcast?" No, actually, it wasn't the end of the podcast. Sorry, Two Gnomes. We'll do a little bit later. At Gaming Penguins asks, you're absolutely amazing. My question for you is, what's a moment at the table or in general life that any of you have looked around yourself and saw all your friends happy and thought to yourself, I did that. A time that made everyone's day better. Thank you. You're great. This is a wholesome question. This is a real wholesome one. I would have to say, I don't know. I don't really think about that sometimes. You know what? I feel like there was a part, we had a little party when everybody got vaccinated, and we, we've talked about it before. And there was just a point where like everybody was just having fun and having a good time. And I was just like, yeah, this is great. Mm-hmm. This is great. That was probably a time for me was around then, because I don't think I had a single one of those moments in 2020. I think it was just all bad the whole time.
Yeah. We got married in 2020.
Oh, fuck. That was a good... I like that part. That was...
Yeah, I take it back. That was a good one.
That was a good one. It was pretty good.
Bastard.
Shit.
I don't know why, but like there are like some people that if I can get them to laugh, it's like I feel good now.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not going to mention who it is because then they won't. Oh,
last week on Icewind Dale when I did an Arthur Morgan voice and went, "Ding, suck my toes." That was good. I felt good right then.
Yeah.
That was so stupid. Oh fuck.
Oh, I can see him doing it too.
His stupid little face. He's just like
in the bath.
Yeah, always in the bath.
He comes back and Dutch is like,
ugh, that water's so
Arthur,
dirty.
where were you? And he was like, hey, Dutch, I was getting my toes sucked down at Valentine. Arthur, you disgust me, Arthur.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. I want to replay that game.
Again?
That's so good.
It's a wonderful
I fucking love that game so much.
I don't know if we talked about it last week, but Jacob beat Fallout New Vegas in 3 days.
I'm replaying it right now.
Yeah, and then he was like, I want to...
I haven't played the DLC in forever, and I didn't want to play the DLC on a save where I went with Caesar's Legion, okay?
Yeah.
I feel like it would not feel good. I played a bad guy. I want to play the DLC as my character, so I have to go back and I'm going to redo it, but then I reinstalled a bunch of mods that add a bunch of cut content into the game, so... Yeah, I don't know. The game came out in like 2012, and I'm still playing it, so... Yeah.
I should finish that game. I killed Benny, and then I was like, I'm done.
Come on, dude. You need to beat that game. I beat it in 3 days.
Oh, no, I killed Mr. House, too, or whatever his name is.
You just killed House?
Yeah,
killed Benny.
him.
You're like, I'm done.
Yeah,
my destruction is ended.
I did what I wanted. I got my revenge. I wore Benny's suit around
Caesar's
for a while.
Legion would have taken over the dam in your save. What is Huck going to do about that? Huh?
Go out west?
Huh?
Yeah.
Hey, do you think you'd ever play Ren in any of your D&D games? Your character that you only play in Baldur's Gate 3?
I was like, who the fuck's Ren?
Ren with a Y?
Ren with a Y. Maybe.
Maybe
if Kazira dies.
Oh, you'll play Ren?
Because he's in Baldur's Gate.
At CNOC046, so is Stormlands canon in your world? And if so, how do you explain that the whole Evenfall party knew each other before and were slightly different than they are now? Love you guys. Thanks for all the great content.
It's not canon.
No.
That game.
Somebody else responded, it's not canon. The game was canceled, decanonized due to everyone being busy with Sunder mainly. Alternate universe, I guess. But it's kind of fun though, because it's almost like we've been with these characters for like 3 to 4 years now.
Yeah,
so.
I made Philip and Lamarcia a long time ago.
Yeah.
They were people in Immortals.
Mm-hmm.
They were babies, but
Yep. So no, it's not canon. But what is canon?
Not that.
I'm starting to realize that like canon, I understand the concept of canon, but meh.
Yeah.
You know, things are wacky and weird and crazy, and maybe it did happen. Who knows? But in the current universe that we're playing in, no. There's not two Leos running around. No. And no, they met in the game that we played.
Yeah.
That's their story. Nova 95 Nuclear. What job will your characters have if they weren't adventuring? Wow, 2 people asked the same question at the same time. Isn't that crazy?
They weren't adventuring?
I'm not reading these questions, by the way. I'm just kind of reading them as I go. So that's why there's sometimes doubles. Unless you want me to read them, and then I could do that if you want me to. But then I would need you to talk.
No, I'm good. I thought we were going to answer this question.
Oh, we just did. What job would... Oh, no, that's not the same thing.
That's not the same question.
Yeah, no, it's not.
So if you're... Yeah.
I think... Did I just have a stroke right now?
I think you did.
Oh, Jesus Christ. What job would your characters have if they weren't adventuring? Damon would be a teacher. He would just be teaching still. That was actually a big problem when I first started playing him. I was like, Tyler, give me motivation to have Damon not be a teacher anymore, because otherwise he's just going to keep being a teacher and he's not going to go out and go on a bunch of adventures.
For Avnia, Farron would probably try to be like an Avnian guard. Because he wanted to be a King's Guard when he was a kid. Because they had guns.
Stupid guns.
I don't know. Marcy is evil and probably just continue to be a pirate. I don't see her with a day job. Yeah. Those are my characters right now.
Philip would just continue being a royal guard, I assume.
Yeah.
And you would be happy.
Yeah.
Dumbass. Trying to be happy. Idiot.
Not in Jacob's games.
Fuck. Man, I thought Sunder was going to be dark, and now we're moving on to these new games, and yeah. I don't think we will have to, but we might. And I don't want to talk about it so flippantly, like it should just be like a flippant thing, but and I'm not trying to be like, oh, look out, but the Fallout game is gonna get into some levels of dark. Well, bleak and kind of sad. So there may be a point where we might want to put like content warnings on it, because I don't want people to be like, bro, what the fuck? Mm-hmm. But I don't think it'll get that bad.
No, I
don't think it will. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens. But that game is not going to be happy go fun time. It may in some areas, but you know. I'm still deciding whether or not I want to include the Legion. Because the Legion has slaves and lashes people to crosses, and I don't know if I want to portray that. I think it's interesting. The Legion is so interesting. Like the faction on their own and like their existence in the world is fascinating. And they're like very clearly evil. Mm-hmm. But they there's a reason why their evil is evil, but like it doesn't make them any better. So even after doing my Legion run, like you can talk to Caesar about why, or he does all the stuff that he does, and like cool, it makes sense. In H Bomber's video about New Vegas, he says like, cool, you're just a guy who knows what a Rubicon is, so he thinks he's smarter than everybody. I mean, he's still a piece of shit. So, but then again, you know, you get into some weird kind of sketchy territory with that. So who knows? We'll see what happens. Yeah. This was a tangent.
Yeah.
That I just went off on.
I can't add anything to it either, because
This is the only place I'm allowed to ramble. I can ramble and it's good.
Right.
Because it's for the...
But it's a back and forth thing, and I don't know. I never met Caesar or Kaiser. I did actually, and he went, "You can't have the chip," and I went, "Give it back." Yeah,
I'm pretty sure the first time I and Tyler played New Vegas, because that game is amazing, and you can literally kill anybody. Like anybody can die. We just went in there. They do a really good job at being like, okay, you can't take weapons in, and then he has like 1 million guards surrounded around him. Like it was just my goal to just assassinate Caesar, and because I was allowed to go in there, and so like I found like a silenced pistol, and I was able to take it in, and then I like got a stealth boy, and I was like, blew his head off and ran.
This is for you, but you know when he gets like that weird head tumor in his brain, and he lays down in bed. Mm-hmm. And you have to perform a surgery, I'd kill him then.
Yeah, because you can fuck up the surgery. But the
I don't know
shitty part
about Fallout.
Yeah. But
you knew that?
Oh, I did.
Yeah. It's pretty cool, right?
I'm learning.
The only crappy part about doing that part is that you have to side with him until then.
Yeah.
So it's like a long con, but you still can get the independent Vegas route if you do it. And it's a really good way to like neuter the Legion if you want to keep going. Unfortunately, it doesn't have like that big of an impact on the game. Like the Caesar's Legion doesn't get like any weaker, and like you just hear reports about it, but it's like fun for the story to be like, I did that. So if you want to side with the NCR, you can't do it, because by the time you get to that point with Caesar where he trusts you enough to perform the surgery, the NCR is like, fuck you, or you suck. So yeah.
Can't be a double agent.
No, you can't. It's also kind of dumb because like you don't know that that's a possibility when you start the quest.
Yeah.
So it's only like something you find out later, and you have to find out about it by siding with the Legion first off. So when I was playing through, I kind of forgot about it. And then when I was playing through the Caesar run, it's like, it doesn't feel like oh, look, you can kill Caesar. It's more of like hey, if you want to change your mind, I guess here's an option for you, which is kind of good. But like, it'd be kind of cool if you knew, like, there was a way for you to find out that Caesar had a tumor. And then like, if you go in and side with him, you can kill him that way, which would be really cool. But like, I mean, you can only find out if you sided with Caesar and then be like, oh, guess I'll kill him. So anyways, I could talk about New Vegas forever, but we're not going to. This is a long username, and underneath it is Riggedy Rack asks, choose any occupation before reading the rest and say it out loud. Any occupation?
Scientist.
Sandwich artist.
Whoa.
From
nice.
Subway.
From Subway, yeah.
Yeah.
Now I want a sandwich. God damn
Pick
it.
one, Craig.
A milkman.
A milkman. Okay, it's a D&D class now. What are its class abilities?
Oh,
shit.
Great. Wonderful.
Okay, as a sandwich artist, you have proficiency in squirting mayo? I don't know. No. Performance checks. Okay. The abilities, I guess sandwich artist would have to be what subclass would that be? Or is it just a class?
I think it's its own class.
Okay,
so
so
subclass would be Subway.
Oh yeah, subclass would it be Subway, or would it be like wraps and then subs
I think
and
it's
then
Subway, because I think a subclass of Subway would be different than a Jimmy John's subclass.
Okay, so Jimmy John's and Subway are like the two subclasses.
Yeah.
You get extra movement to speed. You get speed bonuses because you're really, really fast.
Yeah.
But the Jimmy John's one, you get more speed bonus
They
because
dash on, like,
because they're super
bonus
fast.
action.
You have you have advantage on frighten checks if you're a Subway employee, because you are so depressed already that nothing else can hurt you. You can, as both, a general ability you get is the ability to make sandwiches and heal your party members. And then you could also dice onions and throw them at bad guys, and it would hurt their eyeballs and make them blinded.
Some kind of proficiency in simple tools then.
And you could also have an ability where you can turn people's weapons really hot, and the ability is called would you like it toasted? But if you're a Jimmy John's one, you can't fucking do it.
Nope.
They don't toast their sandwiches?
They actually have a cold.
No, they don't. They don't
don't.
toast their
Another thing
sandwiches.
they don't do is if you ask for mustard for delivery, they don't put it on your sandwich. You have to do it yourself.
It's kind of
They give you
weird.
packets.
Yeah. I used to work for them. It's all about efficiency.
Really?
Yeah. They don't do it because they have to wait on an oven.
You used to work for Jimmy John's?
I did, yeah.
Oh,
Me
I
and
didn't
Lace,
know that.
yeah, it's real dumb. Me and Lace have a thing where in our relationship where we'll take turns being bums. Lacey
Cool.
got gypped because she had cancer this time.
Oh,
Yeah.
But
of
before
course.
I was like, I'm gonna take like a year off. She goes, okay. So then I took I just threw away all my responsibilities, became a Jimmy John's driver. Did that for like 4 or 5 months, and then I came back, and then she became a bum, and then I
Nice.
So,
That's
yeah,
fun.
so I just chose
Be a part of
It was
society
sandwiches. It
for a
was
little bit.
yeah, it was fun enough. It was low risk, nothing mattered.
So it's like all about efficiency there.
Oh yeah, totally. All about
But they're so fucking fast. I go in there and I
Yes.
like order my sandwich, like boom, done. And I was
Yeah.
like, whoa.
they have to.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Did you deliver?
I did. I
Yeah.
delivered and made sandwiches sometimes.
Oh.
I really only drove most of the time because I
Did
was
you,
like, it was so
did you get
relaxed.
the little thing for the top of your car?
I didn't scratch the hell out of my Focus.
Oh.
Yeah, I was real upset about it.
Do you know what wouldn't
Tragedy.
scratch the shit out of? Your Cybertruck.
Yeah.
I think it would still, and I'd be just even more
You'd be like-
upset. And I drive my Cybertruck through
could
Jimmy
you-
John's.
Could you imagine a fucking Cybertruck with Jimmy John's? By the way, that's not a joke. Craig is getting a goddamn Cybertruck.
I am. I'm so excited.
So crazy.
I want it so bad. That was the only outlet I had for Cyberpunk, because that was back in the dark days where they're like, Cyberpunk's coming out. I don't know.
Whenever
the fuck we feel like it. And I was like, at least we'll have a truck.
No.
But now it's here and I don't have a truck. So now it's so sad.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh wow. What was your class?
Mine was scientist.
Scientist. What abilities would a scientist have?
I just want a bunch of lab rats.
Oh,
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
Oh.
That'd be actually really interesting. Yeah. Do little experiments.
Yep. They're all different because I've done different experiments on them.
You like control the lab rats? Oh my god, that'd be so cool.
I don't know. I think it might have like some of the elements that isn't there like an alchemy for artificer?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe that. I've never looked at that subclass, so I don't really know.
They're pretty cool. You have so many rats, and then you have like
Little bombs.
syringes. You're now a bomb rat,
Or,
and he gets like, and he just goes in and explodes. Hulk rat. He just gets real big. And
Hulk rat.
It's kind of like Olimar.
What's the?
Like Olimar.
Oh yeah. What's the there's one of the scientist ladies in Big Hero 6, and she has like those little
I've never seen
I just recently watched that actually.
She has like little bombs kind of.
Yeah, I don't
honey
know her
lemon?
name.
Lemon honey or something.
Oh,
like
it is
that?
something like that. Yeah,
Yeah.
her nickname.
Yeah.
Let's figure it out for her.
Yeah,
haven't
maybe
seen
something
Big
like
Hero
that. You need to watch
It's
that
very
movie. It's
good.
very cute.
I don't know if it's just my age, but as I get older, I'm crying at more fucking movies
Me
like that.
too.
Me too.
That one's really good. I watched one called what was it called? Like the Mitchells versus Machines.
Mhm.
It's on Netflix. It just
Really?
came out. It broke me.
Yeah.
It broke me real bad.
I cried when we watched Guardians 1 because the ending I don't know, I've never cried at it before, but when he grabs a stone and when Gamora's like, take my hand, and then he sees his mom, I was like, oh!
You gotta see that one.
Knocked out Half-Life sound, beep, beep, beep.
Yeah.
No, what really fucking got me was last week, and it gets me every time. I've watched Civil War like multiple times this past year because I love Captain America Civil War.
Mhm.
It's so good. But god damn it, this time I was destroyed because when T'Chaka dies and Scarlett Johansson, Black Widow goes and talks to T'Challa, and it's Chadwick Boseman, and he turns and he talks about how death in his culture isn't truly the end. It's a stepping off point into the great beyond where Bass takes you into your arms. I was like, no!
Yeah.
I was out, dude. I was fucking sobbing. Everybody else is like, oh, cool, Black Panther's in this movie. And I'm like,
Yeah.
Fuck, man.
What the fuck is that guy's name? Yondu or whatever.
Mhm.
And the second one, I'm adopted, but only on my dad's side.
Mhm.
So that always hits really hard.
he wasn't your father, boy.
But
He may have been your father, boy, but he wasn't your daddy.
Yeah, that always hits me like
shit.
extra hard because
Yeah.
they always have a huge weight on like being chosen. Like I
Mhm.
don't feel any way my dad chose me.
Yeah.
And that's not an opportunity most people get.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of like extra special.
Damn.
Just like Peter.
Damn.
Mhm.
Damn.
The person's name was Honey Lemon.
Honey lemon.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right.
I want to be that lady.
I really want to. I haven't really caught up on Pixar movies recently, and I haven't watched a lot of them in a while, and I
Yeah.
want to. And I just know I'm going to cry at every single one.
They just gotta stop. Like we watched a bunch of them, like old ones. I don't know why we're doing it. It's what we're doing. We watched Lion King. It was cool. It was Lion King. But then we watched,
Lion King's just Disney.
But then we watched Onward. That fucking destroyed me.
Mhm.
Isn't
I don't
it
know
so
if just, I
good?
don't just new animated shows. They go hard.
Mhm.
They go real hard.
Onward's really good.
Onward I was not expecting the ending.
Yeah.
I didn't know
Yeah.
anything about it. I just watched it. I was like, this is so cool. It's D&D. They had a gelatinous cube in it too.
Yeah.
It was so cool. And then, man,
The ending's really good.
yeah.
There's another one because my brother and I are like 11 years apart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that really resonates in that same way. Just
Yeah.
goddamn things. Maybe
Yeah.
we're just getting old.
I'm the,
Maybe that's just it, and that makes me
Yeah.
get more upset.
it's what it is. I'm the oldest brother to all of my siblings. So like I watched that and I was just like, I didn't know about this.
Yeah.
Also, I've never related more to a character than Barley.
Yeah.
Like that,
Wow.
there's of course, the straight white guy in like every fucking movie, but they're always like cool and like, I don't relate to them. This guy was a nerdy older brother who was just a dingus and, was just trying to help out and be there for his siblings. And I was just like, it was me. So yeah,
Mhm.
I fucking love Onward.
Mhm.
It's sad that it didn't do very well, but
Yeah.
I treasure it. It is a very good movie.
Mhm.
So why are all the Pixar moms thick, huh?
I don't know.
Oh,
Why do they do that?
They know.
Is it because we're getting
They know.
older? We're just like,
Yeah, they know.
Yeah.
Yeah, you didn't
Yeah.
go, wow. Elastigirl's got a fat ass.
I did. When I was a kid. No, when I was a kid, no. When we went and saw Incredibles 2 in theaters.
Yeah.
And you weren't there, which made me sad.
Yeah.
It's because we only had so many tickets and my dad forgot and it was kind of stupid, but whatever. It was years ago. And we went and watched the movie. Emma and I came out and we were like, that was good. And then Emma and I were like, why? There were so many shots of just her ass. Yeah. And it was like, they just fucking knew. There's a part where there's an entire segment where she's on a motorcycle and it's a motorcycle. So like, you're just there the whole time. Yeah. And Emma and I were just like, why? The whole movie. It was The Incredibles and Elastigirl's enormous, gigantic, thick ass. Yeah. Like that was the movie. Go watch it and tell me I'm wrong. Anyways. Yeah. So do you think she is that curvy or she makes herself that curvy? Because she can stretch her body.
Yeah, I don't care.
When she was pregnant.
I'm down for whatever.
When she was pregnant with her kids, was birth like really easy? Was she just like, blip there? Because she could just expand and just let the kid out?
I don't want to think about that one.
Yeah, actually. I don't either.
She just kind of did it on her own. She was like, all right, there we go. Done. She didn't have to struggle. She just went, all right, it's time.
What a horrible sound.
You think that's what happened? Was that?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, all right. Well, just finding out.
Well,
okay,
maybe.
So we were talking about movies that made us sad. What were we talking about before that?
Craig needs to talk about the milkman's abilities.
That's right. What does a milkman do?
I don't even know. They're probably real strong, right? Because they carry all that milk.
Yeah.
So they're probably like some kind of martial class.
Maybe they can cast Charm Person.
Milkman's baby.
Oh. Yeah. Could be. Maybe they're like charisma.
Yeah, get a charisma bonus.
Maybe like some kind of salesman class.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe the milkman's the subclass, but they're like a salesman type thing. So you could have like solar panel man.
You get like proficiency in land vehicles. You get like a little cart.
Yeah, I think you should get something like that. Yeah. Or you have like a mount or something, or you have like an organization that does stuff with you.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Something like that.
Mr. Witch asks, I heart the Fallout RPG stream. Oh, thanks. But after your Red Dead Revolver 2 video and XP to level 3, it was Red Dead Redemption 2 video, actually. Red Dead Revolver is the first game. Red Dead Redemption is the reboot from Rockstar, and then Red Dead Redemption 2 is the video I was making it about. So just okay. Anyways, and the revealing conversation about Arthur Morgan at the end of Saturday's Icewind Dale session.
The toes?
Oh God, yes, please. More. I'm like Kylo Ren.
Any chance we might see a Red Dead Revolver 2 TTRPG from y'all?
No. I would love to be a cowboy
that'd be
so
cool.
Much.
But I mean, yeah, I think there's already pretty good cowboy systems out there, like Deadlands. But I think there's magic in Deadlands.
What is the one that Quick Roll did?
Deadlands.
Was that Deadlands?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, that'd be fun. Ding!
Yeah.
Toes.
No. I think it would just be like maybe a one shot and it'd be memes.
Yeah. We'd have My Horse 2.
My Horse 2.
Yeah, My Horse 2.
Yeah.
So fucking funny.
It'd be really fun to like dress up as.
Oh my gosh, yes. That'd be so cool. You know what I'm pissed off about?
What?
The Critical Role cast was at Disneyland the day after we left.
Yeah.
Dude.
This is the second time this has happened to us.
Yeah.
You win some, you lose some.
I know. Real sad. So.
I'm not going to say that actually.
What, you're not going to say something?
I was just going to say that I think that Laura and Travis's baby is really cute.
Yeah.
And that
really cute.
I'd like to interact with their baby, but I feel like that's a weird thing to say.
That's not weird.
I feel like if you say it that way, yeah.
I would like to interact.
I would like to
one interaction with the baby, please. I have a Disney Fast Pass.
Yes,
front of the line
for baby.
Yeah. Give me that baby, sir.
It's like in an Elder Scrolls game with the interact button.
Yeah.
You just want to go up to the baby, push E.
Hi, baby. No,
I want to see their baby.
Yeah, he's a little cutie boy.
He's a heartbreaker. Yeah. Ronan's.
He looks like
both of them.
He'll be big like Travis and hot like Laura.
Game over.
You mean big like Laura and hot like Travis?
It's getting there, yeah. I just mean height wise.
Yeah. They're both hot and muscular.
Yeah. We have a gym in our garage and it's
I used it today.
Yeah, I'm just saying it's so hot in there.
It actually wasn't that hot today.
Oh.
It wasn't that bad.
When I was organizing the garage, like what was it, like middle of last week? It was so so hot in there. I'd go in there, put something in, and be like, okay, guys, sit on the couch.
100 GB. Do you watch other D&D game streams other than Critical Role? Not really. I have heard a lot of good things from Dimension 20, and I'd love to give it a watch, but I have no time right now. I don't even have time to watch Critical Role, and they ended anyways. I didn't even get to watch the ending. So, I don't really watch any other D&D streams, really. I've heard of a few. I feel like there are a few. Oh, I used to watch Acquisitions Incorporated back when they did it live on stage. That's kind of like how I got into D&D was back then. But yeah, no, I don't really.
Yeah, neither do I.
Do you, Craig?
Yeah, I used to. I mainly follow like people that I really like their DM styles because they're really cool. Like Chris Perkins when he did Acting Online.
I Acting and Waffle Crew too. I watched that a lot.
Yeah.
Fucking
C-Team, which is Jerry Holkin's table.
Yeah.
He's just a whole other animal. There's never been a D&D like his.
Really?
They're super great.
That's cool.
I follow some guys on like Twitch and stuff that I like to pop in because they do so much with what they have. Like there's so little they have, but they go so far with it, and it's just they're so dedicated.
That's
I love
cool.
it. Kind of like what's that one with it's a bunch of famous actors that always do it, like Harlan's Quest or whatever.
Oh yeah, Harmon's Quest. Yeah, Harmon Quest.
Kind of similar thing.
That's cool,
but they're not famous.
That's
fun.
fun.
They're just real good at
I don't really like watch a lot of D&D content in general. Like I don't watch other D&D YouTubers either.
I don't really either. It's kind of weird why I don't. Because I mean, feel like it's something, I guess it's because we already do it so much. Yeah. Maybe I'm just kind of burnt out from it. Or, I mean, there are some times I'll watch certain things. Never on YouTube. It's almost always, it has to be like official stuff on YouTube that I'm watching. Or it's like I'll stumble upon a TikTok and I'll watch it and then I'll like keep going.
Yeah.
But like, the only thing I really get out of content online for D&D is like stuff for DMs. So like Kickstarters or like DMs Guild stuff, or just content people make. They go, hey, I made a random puzzle. You can steal it if you want. Like Reddit. I intake a lot of D&D content from Reddit. There's some like DM behind the screen ask DMs, like those subreddits. I just like stealing ideas and just being like, ooh, this is cool. I'm gonna use that.
I think that is what it is that I already play D&D like 4 to 5 times a week. And after that, it's like, I just want to look at other stuff.
Yeah. Stealing ideas and the idea of like putting it in my game, not like repurposing it for profit or anything like that. But yeah. I totally get what you're saying. Yeah, I guess it's really it. We just do it so much.
Yeah.
Weird.
I mean, when you're in like the hemisphere of like producing content, I can only imagine that if you're like watching it, you're like, oh, that'd be really cool. I could just go do that. Yeah. So I want to get up and just go play D&D. So I can imagine it's a little bit of a different thing because you're producing it now.
At Knowing Artemis asks, what works of fiction have you subtly stolen from D&D? I think we all know about the Prowlers being Witchers. No, but are there any others? I can't think of any off the top of my head except for one. I've done it all the time, constantly do it. It's like, it's bad. She's really good about figuring it out because whatever video game I'm playing at the time, the D&D games following are weirdly similar to it. Like, I was playing Resident Evil 2, and in our Wednesday game that we played on stream, the game was very Resident Evil, and it's just kind of what happens because I'm into it and I like doing it. I know one that I remember, and I remember doing it very specifically, was like Sunder. When you guys were in Bog Durham, I was playing Fallout New Vegas, and I based the quest with the dwarven clans that were named after like alcohol spirits. There was like gin and like I think like whiskey or something. I don't remember. There was like a bunch of like dwarven clans, and you guys had a war with them, and Zephyr ended up like killing a bunch of them at the end. I completely based that off of the quest in New Vegas in Freeside with the Kings and the NCR sort of like outreach program there. They had like food going here and there, and there was a dude named Pacer who was like enemies with them and stuff. So I just liked that quest a lot, and I was like, I want to do something similar to this in Sunder, and I just kind of
did that quest actually.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, and I told you, I was like, I remember this, and you were like, no, and I was like, I don't remember it either. So guess that's kind of good. But yeah, I don't know. I have inspiration from fucking everything. So.
You pointed this out to me, and I don't know how I did it, but you were like, Philip and Lamarcia remind me a lot of Zuko and Azula.
Zuko and Azula and Thor and Loki.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I had never seen Last Airbender,
Mhm.
and we watched it, and I was like, how did I do that?
Yeah, at the end of the show, you were like, it totally
It
is
totally
them.
is them.
Yeah. 100% Zuko and Azula, but also like Thor and Loki, which is pretty fun.
That was more Stormlands, Philip and Lamarcia, but
I still think they're pretty similar.
yeah.
Especially with Loki being like a roguish type, and Philip having lightning powers.
Yeah.
So
that's what it was mostly.
Yeah. That was pretty fun.
Mhm.
And then you based Eugene off of Daredevil.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm never really focusing on making them exactly like something.
Yeah.
It's mostly just like, how could I make this in D&D? And
I like doing that too. I think a lot of my characters. Oh yeah, I think my D&D characters definitely do that a lot.
Mhm.
Damon was heavily inspired from Winston from Overwatch.
Mhm.
I really like Winston. I think he's cool. So he's not like my favorite character, but I was like, that'd be a fun D&D character to play. So
Vincent was inspired by what's his fucking name?
and I didn't want to make him a monkey. And I'm not saying that orcs are fucking monkeys. Don't read into that like that. I just I wanted to play someone who was a bit more brutish, but had like this intelligence. And I was like, well, what if he's like a really buff orc that grew up in this tribe who was like all about like, you know, survival of the fittest. And I was like, that would be cool. And then he became a scientist. Like, yeah, that's what I'm going to play.
I forgot what I was going to say.
Oh, sorry. You were talking about your other character. I was talking about other characters.
I was inspired by 12th Night for Vincent.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I remember that.
Mhm.
You forgot, babe. This is the Interrupt My Wife podcast.
Yeah.
If we don't do it at least 5 times, you know, it's not the
All right,
Interrupt
you're
My
at
Wife
your limit,
podcast.
I gotta interrupt you now. Shut up.
Jace was inspired by Dandelion and also myself.
Yeah.
But yeah, I haven't really played any other like characters. No. I played Anansi in a one shot, and somebody caught on to that. Somebody put in a comment in the Grim Hollow one shot that Anansi is a god of like something, and I was like, yeah, that was kind of the point.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I can't think of anything else really.
I bet if I sat down and thought about it a lot, I could come up with like a bajillion. But yeah, a lot of them are unintentional too, like you said with with Philip and Lamarcia, because like sometimes I will be inspired by something that I have watched, but don't realize that I'm inspired by it and writing into something, and that's like becoming like what I'm writing. So yeah. You know what? I would have to say, yeah.
Yeah, we have to say that as well.
I would have to say that as well. Wrong Pigeon asks, what are your thoughts on the homebrew ruling that counterspelling a counterspell causes a wild magic surge? Also, can I get the relaxed shipping for a discount on the shipping cost? What? The relaxed shipping for a discount on the shipping cost? I don't know what that means. Is that like a thing for shipping the P.O Box?
Maybe, I don't know. Go ahead.
Yes.
I don't know what that means.
I don't know what that means. That sounds insane. Counterspelling counterspell causes a wild magic surge. That sounds fun. I think it would just cause a lot of chaos, which I guess could be fun sometimes. But I think like there could be other reasons for wild magic to surge. Like maybe like 2 spells going off at the same time. Sorry, my mic is moving far away from me and then coming back. So I apologize.
No, I don't think that should happen.
No, why not?
Too much.
Too much?
Too much.
What if the rules said? What if Jeremy Crawford said that you should do that? Would you do it?
I wouldn't want to. No one would counterspell a counterspell.
That's not true. They totally would.
No.
I would.
I don't.
If it was potentially a power word kill, and you'd be like, all right, well, I'll take a risk.
To counterspell a counterspell?
And yeah. And
like my buddy cast power word kill?
Oh, I get it. Okay.
Because if it was like this guy.
Oh, yeah, then it'd be like the
enemy,
villain.
Yeah.
I don't know how often that would really happen.
Yeah.
That's true. The mechanism asks, what's the one rule in 5e you can never keep straight / remember correctly, but everyone else does? I can never remember how sneak attack works for the life of me. None. I'm a master of all the rules.
No, you're not.
Shit. Which one do I forget?
Death saves.
What?
They
Really?
happen at the start of your turn. You always forget that.
Oh yeah.
Um.
Because if you get a natural 20, you get your turn.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I think another one that we did wrong for a really long time was invisibility. Like you don't get advantage on your stealth checks.
No, you just aren't. You're
are
basically just
invisible.
succeeding. You're just invisible. Like if somebody can't see you, they can't see you.
Yeah, you only ever have us roll for like sound based.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Where you would be an unseen attacker, which would give you advantage.
That you would have advantage, but for stealth you would not.
You would not have stealth. You would just be stealthed. Basically, You're just constantly stealth. You're invisible.
I feel like there was another one recently that we were like, how does that work?
Yeah, we
I
always
looked it up,
fucking
and I was
rules weird and wrong.
Oh no, that wasn't really. That was more like Colton going, "Didn't this just a thing?" And
Well, what was it?
It was does aid stack? It does not.
Oh yeah, we were talking about that in our Wednesday game.
Wednesday game,
yeah. So that wasn't on stream.
No.
He was asking if like you cast aid and then cast aid again.
You're like, no, I don't think that's how that works. And then I looked it up, and Jeremy Crawford was like, no, on page blah blah.
Or
blah.
like, yeah, if somebody can cast aid, then another
yeah.
person can cast aid. Does it apply? But what Colton did find out, which I don't know when this would ever happen, this is ridiculous, is that the benefit still stays though.
Yeah.
But you only choose the benefit of one, meaning that if aid lasts 8 hours, so I could cast aid on you, and then 3 hours later, if somebody else cast aid on you, you would only get the benefit of one aid, but then that aid would last 3 hours longer than previously. So it's like, okay, it's ridiculous. But yeah, you cannot stack the aid spell.
No, you can't stack.
No.
Can't double haste.
What just sandals. What D&D villain would have the nicest butt? Zariel. Just saying.
No, she would not.
Yes, she would.
She
Under that armor, maybe toned, pretty fit. Be
feathery.
Feathery ass.
She has chicken feet.
That's just her feet.
No.
What if she has thighs?
She has chicken legs too.
No, stop.
Mm-mm. Have you ever seen her legs?
No, I have not.
Chicken legs.
Stop ruining my dreams.
Oh, no.
Strahd would have a flat ass. Just saying. Sorry, I think Strahd would have a flat ass.
Yeah, Strahd's gross.
Strahd's hot, but Strahd's kind of a incel. So.
Yeah. Now Sergey?
No, Sergey would be thick as fuck.
Thick.
Oh my god, Sergey would walk in the room and you'd be like, "Hello, Irina,"
Hello.
and he'd have this big old thick booty cheeks,
Yeah.
and they'd be like clapping together as he walked by. And not Irina, what's her name?
Tatiana.
Tatiana. She'd be looking that way, and then Strahd would be like, "Damn you, Sergey's gigantic fat butt cheeks."
Yeah. I have to agree, yeah. Are you looking for Zariel's legs?
Craig just goes into Google and it just says Zariel ass question mark?
Chicken ass?
I think who are the other villains? The Oral, the Frost Maiden? No, she's like an owl. Well, she kind of has a thick form that's made of ice, and she's a little thick, but like
chiseled. What's going on over there?
No, he's just right.
Yeah.
she's like a little chiseled.
Yeah.
Oh, Victoria Castellanter.
Victoria, his enormous pants.
Those aren't puffy pants.
Those are
thighs.
just his thighs.
Yeah.
Do you think Asmodeus has a big ass, big old booty?
Sure.
Yeah. You think he could just have one if he wanted to? Yeah. Who are the other villains in like
a pre-written?
In like the pre-writtens? Aceric? No, Aceric's got a crusty little flappy little butt. Yeah, he probably came up with a way for him not to be able to poop anymore. Well, he doesn't need to eat, so he hasn't pooped in a long time.
But there's still like poop stuck to his back. For some reason. Like toilet paper is in there. Yeah.
He's like, I like it there. More foolish mortals, I've had toilet paper stuck to my ass for the past 1,000 centuries.
Yeah.
What are the other adventures? Storm King's Thunder? Storm King?
I never beat that one.
That guy?
That guy?
He would have like a giant
Xanathar?
Xanathar's ball form turns around. There's a little butt.
Yeah.
I don't think he has a butt.
No, he's got eyes.
No. Manchun? Don't really know much about Manchun.
No.
Jarlaxle? He doesn't. His art, nah. He's kind of thin and wiry. Yeah.
Okay. Shame.
I don't think he has. I think he should though.
Sure.
I think he should. Yeah. What about? Who are the other villains in the game? I guess the Demogorgon. No. Grotst? Yeah.
Better. Yes, please.
Grotz just turns around and it's those TikToks. What are they? I'd roast you, but
Really I'd roast you, but my mom says I shouldn't burn trash.
Yeah, and they turn around and they have they have like sandbags and they're those. Yeah, that would be that's Grotz.
Yeah.
Craig just turned around his computer to show a beholder with a little butt. And it said "Behold the booty," and it was pretty cute.
How if it was.
What about Ghost of Saltmarsh doesn't really have like a singular villain.
Oh, the Sahuagin.
The thick ass Sahuagin.
Yeah. That's how
they swim faster, actually. Yeah.
Yeah.
They just
clap their butt.
Yeah, they just clap their booty cheeks together. Yeah. Zuggetmoy? Jewablex, definitely.
Aren't they like a slime creature?
Yeah. They're just thick like everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's slimy though. No.
Yeah. I can't really think of any more. No. I feel like we're forgetting one and it's like really big. Tiamat.
No.
Tiamat, no.
No. Scaly butt.
Maybe if she had like a human form.
Yeah. Does she not?
No.
No.
Not really. No, she doesn't. Does she? Find out. Does she have like 8 heads? 6 heads?
No.
No. Yeah, I didn't think so. No. I'm excited for those D&D Magic cards. That's going to be pretty cool.
Oh, yeah.
They're also doing
Friday.
Oh, I'm excited. That's the day this is going up. So they're already out.
There we go.
Yeah.
It's going up on Friday.
Tonight is the final episode. We're recording this on Tuesday. Tonight is the last episode of Loki. I'm excited. I want to know what's going to happen. And if it's bad, I'm going to rant about it next episode. I'm going to rant about it. And that's going to be next episode. Even though we're going to have a guest next episode and they will have to listen to that, which sucks, but oh well.
Well, maybe they've seen it too.
Well, maybe they have.
And if they haven't, we can't talk about it.
That's true. Yeah. I also am, there was something else I was going to say I was excited for, but I can't remember. Oh, I'm excited for Fallout this week. I'm excited for game number 2 being live as well. So, are you?
Yeah.
Yeah?
I'm excited for my birthday.
Your birthday is in 2 weeks. Yeah.
I like that little thing.
I had to think about it for a second. Yeah. Why don't we do one more question? Actually, let's do 2 more questions.
2 more questions.
Yeah. Lasoru, it's Gabe, asked, if you were hired to write a full game system, Fallout 0 style, in depth, what game franchise would you choose to tabletopify? Fallout. It would just pick Fallout. But because that's why I wanted to do it so badly. But if I had to pick another one to game franchiseify, I don't know. Which one would you pick? Maybe Castlevania. I know they already did an Avatar one, so that one's already good. I wouldn't want a Marvel one because Marvel is about the characters, and making a new character in the Marvel universe, I feel like would just be kind of lame.
I'm making a Marvel Trivial Pursuit.
Yes, you are, because that does not exist, and we definitely need that.
Yeah.
So. But
just for our family.
Mm-hmm. That'll be fun though. That'll be kind of fun to do some trivia. Trivia games are fun. I like them. They're a good time.
It's a good time.
We should do that again sometime here on the podcast. A little bit of trivia. Yep.
Yeah.
Maybe we can ask everybody to send us trivia.
Oh yeah, that'd be
kind of fun.
We should do that in like 2 weeks.
Yeah, let's do that. All right, cool. And our last question from 2 Gnomes in a Trench Coat. Is this the end of the podcast?